Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. Right in my hands is the Recount Preamble. For those who pay attention to our site, the Recount is one of my favorite comics of this recent years. I named it, I think, one of the best comics of last year, and it came out, I think, last year and the previous year towards the end. So it's written by Jonathan Hedrick. Pencils and inks by Rubén Gil, colors by Lorenzo, Palombo, lettering by Joel Rodriguez. So the Recount, the original Recount series is about a country split. The president is assassinated, and there is an uprising led by a mysterious organization who claims the the administration has committed crimes and needs to pay for it. So the question is, who is behind it, and what do they really want? And it kind of followed not just this terrorist attack, but also the people it inspired. A lot of people who saw it as an excuse to rise up and fight against the oppression that they saw. It was a really interesting comic. Came out right around the January 6th terrorist attack on the Capitol, and it just felt like a really well-timed release. Obviously these comics are done way ahead of the time and, kind of captured the zeitgeist, but the fact that it was released around that time period just made it all the weirder. The series was really good. I think it was fantastic. As I said, it'd be perfect for television or film. Just really, really good. So Preamble takes us to before the series, diving into like what would actually drive someone to do that. Now we found out like who was behind it and a little bit of their motivation, but didn't really dive too heavily into that motivation. Well, Preamble does exactly that, really kind of taking us deeper into the mindset as to why people took the actions that they took and how they were grieved by the administration. It's a pretty solid read. I think it's really interesting in that, I obviously I wear my politics on my sleeve. I'm very left. I have no problem talking about that, and I'm not ashamed about it at all. I think what's really interesting is that the comic and the Recount as well, did a really solid job, I think, of capturing that moment, and Preamble does that well in a little bit different way. Is that you get a good sense as to what would drive a person to do this. I mean, we talk a lot about what drives someone to like white nationalism, what drives someone to become racist and involved with those organizations, what drives someone to commit an attack with a weapon, whether it's school or elsewhere. What drives them, and it really all comes down to is that they've been hurt in some way, and this is the outlet that they find to expend their pain and make other people pay and feel pain themselves. And I mean, that's generally my take. You agree, disagree, that's totally fine. But that's my take, and I think this comic really captures that and captures that really well. I mean, there's a little bit that I have to question about something. And it's a really kind of minor quibble on my part, but I think overall you really see the anger of a person and can see how they get radicalized isn't the right word in this one, but how they become so angry they would take the action that they took. Like you understand that, and what's interesting is like you understand it, you also totally don't agree with it. It's a really interesting comic, highly recommended. Out in comic shops, you can go get it. Let's check out the art really quick. I don't want to give away too much. It opens up with a really cool military mission. So you can go get this at comic shops. We got a link underneath this video. Put in your zip code, tell the comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. Do we have some links where you can purchase your own? There'll be affiliate links, so we get a small percentage. By doing that, you'll support our site. Just watching your videos, support us. Thank you for that. You can find us every single day at graphicpolicy.com, on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games. you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.